Imran Khan here for Seconds Out with light heavyweight Ezra Taylor. Ezra, good to see you. How you doing?
I'm good, man. Soaking up the atmosphere with the amateurs at the moment, but yeah, I'm good, feeling great towards Saturday.
Take you back to the amateur days, sessions like these?
Yeah, man, the amateur days, I can't lie to you, sometimes they're harder than the professional days, and you got to do burpees, jump off, hit the bag, do this, do that, do pad work. It's a lot. Like, that's the foundation, you know what I'm saying? And when you turn professional, you just hone it into your own little style and just continue to work.
In the gym that I frequent, McCracken's gym, you're talked about quite a bit as someone who's a top talent who'll get to the top of the sport. Do you feel like you're starting to get your name out a little bit more within the pro ranks and people are starting to talk about you a little bit more as well?
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I believe so. It's just, you know what it is? Performances make people talk, you know what I'm saying? You gotta put in the work to be able to get noticed and get acknowledged. I'm not, like I said many a times and countless times, I'm not here to be acknowledged or I need validation from anyone, but God willing, my performances will also just put my name in people's mouths, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, me personally, I believe I'm the next best thing. And Saturday, I'm going to show why. And then going forward, I'm going to show why I'm going to stay there too.
In terms of the state of play and the landscape that we are just in life in general with boxing or sports, social media is massive. Is there a pressure to have to perform and get knockout reels or highlight reel moments that you can put out there to keep your name in people's mouths?
Not really. I can't lie to you. That used to be my thought process, but I'm here for the long game. You know what I'm saying? It's a marathon. When it's me talking about highlight reels and knockout reels and whatever else, that's good. If you can get that, that's amazing. But I'm really here to become world champion. You know what I'm saying? The world champions back in the day, they didn't have no highlight reels. They didn't have nothing like that. They just going in there and doing their thing. So with me, I just want to get better, man. I just want to improve each time. Every time I get in that ring, I've shown improvement from my last performance. That's the main thing, because I see a lot of boxers. They're good boxers out here, but they're not performing in terms of improving. You know what I'm saying? They could win the fight, but are they improving? Have they been working on things? Are they sharpening up? Like me, that's what I want to do. That's my thing. And I believe when I'm in there, when you have a relaxed Ezra Taylor or composed Ezra Taylor is a dangerous Ezra Taylor. So this all going to come. The knockouts are going to come for sure.
Are you the type of person that particularly watches tape of your opponents, or do you just do what you do best in the ring?
Never, man. I'll be honest, I never do. I probably watch maybe about 30 seconds to see if they're orthodox, southpaw, see if they move forward or move back. Other than that, I don't watch no more. But only because I don't want to fixate on my opponent, because I need to fixate on myself, make sure that I do everything right. Because I believe if my defense is on point and my offense is on point, there's no one that's going to be able to handle me. That's how I see it. So if I go in the ring, imagine if I keep looking at my opponent for so long, I go in the ring and he's giving me something completely different to what I've studied. Then I'm going to be, I guess, on the back foot. I'm going to be kind of confused, and I don't ever want to be lost in that ring. I want to make sure that I'm cool. And if I know that I go in there the best I can be, I'm ready for anyone, man. So no, I don't really care. And on top of that too, I have opponent changes left, right and center. So what's the point in focusing on an opponent, man? It's another body in front of me.
Why do you think you have those opponent changes?
I'm a threat. I believe so. It's a high risk, low reward to fight me right now. I'm the WBC international. You can come try to get this belt, but you ain't gonna get it. But in my head, that's how I see it as, because I don't understand why people are pulling out. I'm the champion, man. Like, I'm a champion and I work hard. That's a threat on its own, but I really work hard. I really put in work, and I'm really different to all these other guys, I believe. But again, it's show improvement. So I've been talking the talk for a while now, and I'm slowly getting there, slowly but surely.
Have we seen the full reflection of you from what you do in the gym with Angel Fernandez, or do you feel there's more to come in terms of what you've put out so far?
Yeah, 100%, man, because I would need about 50 rounds to show you what I'm doing and what I've been working on, you know what I'm saying? I always want to tick boxes when I go in that ring. Sometimes I can. The last performance I did, I ticked a lot of boxes. I show my potential, show my growth as well. And I'm just maturing in the sport as well, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm here for the long game, the marathon. I can't wait for my next fight and my next fight and my next fight. I'm going to display different attributes, different skills, and go through the motions, man. Sometimes I may have to get in there rough and tough and go on the inside and bang it out, or sometimes I may have to box clever and box smart. I'm looking forward to that. I'm excited to see that myself. So Saturday, I'm looking forward to seeing what I'm about to display, because it's like getting a new car. Yeah, you get in a new car, you want to take it on the motorway, right? To test it out, see what it's about, see how fast it is, see how stable it is. That's how I feel. I know I'm all of that, but Saturday is the time I get to show all of it.
You get the win over your opponent this weekend as you plan to do. What's next for you? What's in the pipeline?
I want to fight for the British title, man. Lewis Edmondson. He's been calling me out for a long time. I didn't entertain it because he didn't have anything of standard or of, I guess, substance. But now he's a British and Commonwealth champion, which I take my hat off to him for. But now I want them belts, man. I'm a British fighter and I want them belts. So I'm not looking past obviously Saturday, but God's already written what's gonna happen on that, and I've worked hard, so I've already written what's gonna happen in that. But after that, then yeah, man, give me my belts.
Do you think you'd be fighting Lou Edmondson, or do you think it would be Dan Aziz who'd come through that fight?
I'll be thinking of Dan Aziz. I can't lie to you, man. Dan Aziz, to me, you got robbed, but I'm not in the game of shouting out, oh, that's a robbery or whatever, because the judges are the judges. I'm a fighter, they're a judge for a reason, yeah? So I ain't going to argue with the decision, but me personally, and I think a lot of other people as well, probably thought Dan Aziz was going to win. But he didn't. So now Lewis Edmondson's in my side. If it was Dan Aziz, he'd be in my side. Because I don't chase opponents, I chase titles. And Lewis Edmondson, unfortunately for you, my man, you got the target on your back. So I'm looking forward to it.
Do you rate Lewis?
Nah, not really. I rate him as a boxer because he's a fighter. Anyone who gets in that ring, I respect automatically. But in terms of his skill set and what he's about and whatever else, not really. There's nothing to really brag about. But again, I could be saying all of this, and when I get in the ring, it could be completely different, right? So we'll see, man. There's only one way to find out.
Let me get your thoughts on some of the things in a wider light heavyweight scene. First of all, that fight between Ben Whittaker and Liam Cameron. Looking forward to an update on Ben Whittaker as to what happens with him, but Liam looking for the rematch. What did you think of what happened when Ben went over the top ropes and the potential of a rematch in the future?
Yo, WWE, that's all I was thinking. I was like, this is crazy. But then when he came out with an injury, which is also crazy and bizarre to me, there's a lot of speculation, a lot of this and a lot of that. I know obviously the feedback ain't too great on Ben Whittaker's side, but who knows, man? All I know is that in the fight, that's all I'm concentrating on. I'm not concentrating on the injury, I'm concentrating on the fight. It was the tides were starting to turn. Liam Cameron was putting it on him, and he was starting to lose them rounds. Ben Whittaker, who would have known what would have happened after let's say if he went on for 3 more rounds? I feel like Liam Cameron could have done something there. And I'm big up Liam Cameron, man. He's such a humble guy that he's a likable guy, man. Because he wears his heart on his sleeve, and he's not here to hide or put on a show for other people. Like Ben Whittaker, people may say he puts on a show and whatever else, but Liam Cameron, he gets down to business, and he had the opportunity to fight in Saudi Arabia. He got his name out there. He got signed to Queensbury. It's all great. Who knows, man? I could even fight him now. He's in the same pool as me, but I know everyone's waiting for the Ben Whittaker fight, and he's probably waiting for that too. It makes sense for him to do that. And Ben Whittaker, you got to right that wrong, because boxing, you got to stand on who you are, and if you are a man in that sense, or a fighter, you're gonna go back and correct what happened. But yeah, I feel like it was a weird fight in general. But Liam Cameron, he was doing his thing, man. So I take my hat off to him.
You sparred Ben before? You must have.
Yeah, I sparred him back in the day, and it was a fun spar, man. It was a fun spar. We both got movement, we both got flair. So then it just activated when we both got in the ring. It was creating angles, boom, boom, boom. It was good, and that's why I feel like later on down the line, he's got some other stuff to do. He needs to focus on some other stuff over there. But later on down the line, God willing, we can fight, man. We can put all the marbles on the line. He gets his titles along the way. I'm definitely gonna get mine, and then we can link up and have a big British dust up. You always need a rival in this game. I'm not gonna call it a game, actually. You always need a rival in the sport, and I believe he could be one of those for me. So yeah, hopefully, she got good luck to the kid.
Got a couple of quick questions before I let you go. I think you're going to be whisked away. First of all, Frazer Clarke, bouncing back from an injury against Fabio Wardley, but I think Frazer, I just saw a recent interview he did with Boxing Commedia, looking to return back to the ring when he's ready. What do you think about Frazer and where he goes here from now?
Frazer, that's my guy right there, man. I train with him, and he's got a heart of a warrior. Trust me, like there's no one else in the boxing game who has probably like a heart like his in the heavyweight division, honestly. Because look, he got damaged, he got dented in his face, and he walked out the ring like it was fine. So yeah, he's still young. He's still got his senses and wits about him. He's still passionate, so from what I can see. And yeah, man, I'm waiting for his return. You know what I'm saying? I fly his flag. I feel like he can come back. That's just a loss, man. But a loss doesn't define you, man, unless you let it. And I don't think he's going to let it, man. Someone like that, you can't keep someone like that down, no matter what the circumstance. So I feel like he's going to come back, probably rest over Christmas or whatever else, make sure the medical's right, and then he's going to come back and get right.
Lastly, a lot of people writing off AJ's chances in a rematch versus Dubois if it does happen. Do you feel that it's right that AJ's being written off here? It looks like, I know the way the fight ended, but he had that bit of success, and that might be something he can build off of. And it's a heavyweight division where anything can change on a dime. But a lot of people in the industry seem to be writing off his chances in that rematch.
I can't lie to you. I'll probably still go with Daniel Dubois again, just because, again, I train with Daniel Dubois. He's a solid fighter. And you know what? I want it more for him, man. AJ, I take my hat off to him because he paved the way for British boxers, full stop. He's done his thing. He's become world champion. He's, you know what I'm saying? He's left his mark and his legacy as such. But Daniel Dubois, I feel like a lot of people are not giving him the credit he deserves because AJ is the man who he is. But people look at Daniel Dubois and like really put respect on his name because he worked hard and he went in there. He worked hard, came back from a loss with Joe Joyce, worked his way up, fought Jerome Miller, did his thing, and now look, he's a world champion and he deserves to be. So again, this going into this fight, I'm gonna stick with Daniel Dubois, but I'm not writing up AJ because he's got the power and the experience to cause, I guess what you want to call an upset at this stage. But yeah, I'm saying Daniel Dubois for this one.
That's a good talker. Looking forward to your fight this weekend. Thanks for speaking to SecondsOut, sir. All the best.